Igbo Area TV.
Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening from wherever you are watching. Federal government freezes some bank accounts of EndSARS protesters. Yes, the federal government of Nigeria clamps down on EndSARS protesters and also freezes their bank accounts. This is based on information reaching us from EndSARS promoters whose accounts were affected. They said their banks informed them that Central Bank of Nigeria has directed that their accounts should be put on restrictions. It was learned that CBN instructed the bank to place a post-no debit restriction on their accounts. Banks have been able to carry out directives by the tracking of narrations of transactions. You know, when you do transactions, there are places you add narrations. It's not compulsory. So the banks have been able to track these guys through this place and put a post-no debit on their account. So the person that they send the money to cannot withdraw. EndSARS were immediately flagged while such accounts receiving funds were frozen. According to Punch, a pharmacist, Basil Israel, who was in charge of the EndSARS medical team in Port Harcourt, said his account with Access Bank marked 003397XSSS has remained frozen since October 15. According to him, when he learned of the development, he went to the bank to find out the reason for it. He was then informed by a bank officer that the instruction came from the Apex Bank, that is the Central Bank of Nigeria. Mr. Israel, who is in charge of EndSARS medical team in Port Harcourt, said they had people donating for the medical supplies, food, water, and ambulance services. And those donations were very huge sum of money paid directly into his account. He also made it known that he knew so many persons that have the same challenge. One of the promoters of the EndSARS movement, Feyikemi Abudu, also confirmed in a tweet that the accounts of several persons involved in the protests had been restricted. Meanwhile, the Nigerian Immigration Service on Monday prevented a promoter of EndSARS movement, Morube Odele, from traveling. What a government we have in Nigeria that doesn't allow its people to express their right to freedom of speech. Then the government should do the right things. The protest was because things are not rightly done. Or what do you think? Now let's get to the next news. Bank suffer lack of cash over police negligence. Yes, investigation have shown that the refusal of some police personnel to resume duty in Anambra State since EndSARS protest incident have affected the operation of some commercial banks in the state. You know, Anambra is one of the states that was mostly affected by the EndSARS protest. If you go to places like Nnewi, almost all the police stations were burnt and policemen ran away for their lives. So some bank customers confirmed on Wednesday that they discovered that most of the banks were rendering other services apart from withdrawing cash because they are suffering from shortage of cash. It has gotten to the extent that one of the customers of a popular commercial bank in Oka, Mr. Ejike Uzondo, went to his bank to withdraw the sum of 350,000 naira, and the bank manager appealed to him to reduce the amount so it will accommodate other customers because they don't have enough cash. The bank manager pleaded with Mr. Ejike, narrating the issue in detail to him. There's nothing to hide. He told him that they had money but cannot move it to the branches because policemen who usually escort their vans have not resumed work. You know, not only in Anambra, a lot of states are yet, their policemen are yet to resume. He further made it known to him that they cannot risk money from one location to another without security personnel because anything can happen. It was gathered that in most cases, customers who were withdrawing large sums of money were meant to wait for a long time while customers coming to make deposits were attended to, just to get enough cash to pay those who are withdrawing. Federal government using hunger as weapon against ASUU. ASUU is the Academic Staff Union of Universities. So, Academic Staff of Union of Universities, ASUU, has accused the federal government of using hunger as a weapon to weaken its agitation and demands, even as the union said it is ready to suspend a 7-month-long strike. Their Ibadan Zonal Coordinator, Professor Ade Adejumo, disclosed this on Wednesday during a press conference and in an attempt to give an update on the strike action. At this stage of the struggle, the ASUU is urging Nigerians to compel the government to release the withheld salaries of their members, remit the check-off dues of the union to the rightful owner, etc. Adejumo said that they are ready to suspend the strike as their children too are tired of staying at home, but then they can't work on empty stomach while politicians' homes and warehouses are filled with palliatives material that they don't even need. So these guys are tired of the strike. Hunger has also brought them out. So they want their salaries, and they are not ready to carry on with the strike. They want their salaries at least to feed their children, and they are also tired because their children are sitting at home. He further stated that the politicians should note that the interest of Nigeria and the future generations is more important to ASUU than the immediate gains of its member. Hence, the road may be tough, the burden is huge, but ASUU remain committed in saving our public universities and not making them suffer the lot of our public schools. Now, in finalizing, Yul Edochie to run for Nigeria presidency. One of the Nollywood actors, Yul Edochie, has declared his intention to run for the next presidential election that is coming 2023. Recall that on the 4th of July, Yul declared his intention to run for governorship position in Anambra State. It may also be recalled that the actor pulled out of the 2019 elections after making his intention for presidency. You know, this guy has contested for Anambra gubernatorial race and he failed. I think he's looking at a bigger picture now. I think if I were to advise him, he should start from local government, then chancellor, ward chancellor, then before you know you go to House of Assemblies, then you start thinking of gubernatorial, then presidency. I don't know some of these guys. Well, he's free to at least contest. He's free. So the Nollywood actor turned politician has renewed his ambition to become the next president of Nigeria. Yul is therefore asking the support of Nigeria youths to materialize his presidential ambition. And you know, recently, aftermath of the EndSARS crisis, or during the EndSARS crisis, we had opinions that people are pushing for a youth president. Yeah, that a youth president will save Nigeria. Perhaps Yul feel he is equal to the task. Who knows? So he made this known through his Instagram page on Tuesday, 6th October 2020. And he vowed that if he becomes the next president, his appointment will be based on credibility, not minding one's tribe and religion. He also assured the youths of uniting the nation. Wow. Y'all, well, I think we should start from step 1 to step 2. If we really want to climb up the building, we don't jump on some steps, but you are free to do whatever you want to do. It is well with you. Meanwhile, most Igbos, people from your area, their focus is Biafra. They are not interested in zoo politics. So please, viewers, we'd like to know what you think about our today's stories. Add your contributions on the comment section of this YouTube. Please subscribe to our channel. Help this community grow. Subscribe massively. Share this video so that a lot of people will watch and grow this channel. Bye for now.